There you go. We're being recorded so you can watch it later. But this event is being co-hosted with Best Companies AZ, and we have all of these fantastic companies that are here to talk with you, to engage with you today. So a couple things to get us started on the right foot. I would like you all to test out the chat option. So if you can look at your screen and see that there is a chat box on the bottom, click that chat box open. Let us know, drop something in there. Let us know where you're calling from, your target industry. We would also love to see sometime today your LinkedIn URL. And what that LinkedIn URL allows us to do is to connect each other. So drop in there, where are you calling in from today? Welcome everyone. Tashima, hi. Vince, Scottsdale, good morning, Margaret from Phoenix. Go ahead and drop where you're coming in from, and then also your target industry and or job that you're looking for. Also, the other thing we would love to see you do is on your picture, you can see your name. If you don't see your name, I would love for you to adjust that to your name. And so if you go over your picture, there are 3 dots on the right-hand side that you can click on, and it'll say rename. And if you rename yourself, just put your full name in there so we know who we're talking to. That would be super helpful. The companies have put their name and then also their company name, so you know which one you're talking to. And we encourage you to ask questions in the chat today. We encourage you to reach out to these hiring companies and message them through the chat. We encourage you to connect on LinkedIn. Career Connectors is all about connecting. So connect with each other on LinkedIn, get into each other's network. All right, so we would like to introduce one of our really amazing partners. Best Companies AZ is here. They feature the best companies in Arizona, and Thorin Yee is the Director of Marketing and Client Relations from Best Companies AZ. I'd like to ask him to speak for just a couple minutes to tell you about them. So Thorin, welcome.
Thank you, Jessica. And I just wanted to say first, we love partnering with Career Connectors on these events. We love showcasing great companies. This has always been a great relationship. So thank you for always doing these amazing events. We love working with you. I just wanted to give a little bit of a background as to who Best Companies AZ is. So we are a regional marketing and employer branding firm, and we really specialize in elevating, promoting Arizona's best employers. So our primary mission and personal passion really is to just help connect the best talent with Arizona's best companies. So today we have the honor of featuring 11 great Arizona employers. Each one of these companies is an award-winning company, and they've been voted a best place to work by both their employees and prestigious programs. They also all are very committed to diversity, equity, and inclusion. And so truly the best of the best are here to meet you. So we encourage you all to listen to the presentations, identify with the mission. If there's a company that you identify a mission with, we encourage you to meet with them and learn more about their company. Don't get hung up on the company name if this company has great benefits or they have roles that you're looking for, or if they're working on some sort of project that you're interested in. We recommend that you check out every company here today because they're all great companies. So visit everyone in their breakout rooms. If they don't have a breakout room today, we encourage you to connect with them on LinkedIn and view their profile on the Best Companies AZ website to learn more. So again, thank you for joining us today, and the best of luck to you in landing a great career with one of Arizona's best companies.
Thank you, Thorin. All right, so once again, I just want to mention the chat and you guys are just doing a great job dropping your information in the chat. I'm really excited to connect with all of you on LinkedIn. So remember the chat, it's at the bottom of your screen. If you just logged in, bottom of your screen, open it up, tell us where you're calling in from and your LinkedIn URL so we can connect with you and you can connect with us. And also throw in there the type of company or positions that you are interested in. You can also, if you want to just go back one more real quick, I want to talk about the gallery view. So there's a couple different ways to watch how the video plays. You can do a gallery view or speaker view. And so when we're on our panel, I believe speaker view will be your best bet on this. And then at the end, we are going to do breakout sessions. And that's when we're going to ask you to turn on your videos and be part of the breakout sessions as you go into talk one-on-one with different companies. All right, we are doing closed captioning today. So if you would like closed captioning, take a picture of this QR code scan it and it'll open right up into a browser, or you can type in that URL with the event code. So you can take a picture of the screen and then we can make sure you have closed captioning available to you. All right, you guys, we have a great agenda. I'm so glad you picked this event to be here today and to engage. And so we are going to have a panel discussion around career opportunities for customer service professionals. We have ADP, Freedom Financial Network, Robinhood, and USAA, some of our great employers in Arizona. And then we're going to move over to talk about how to build a career, a sales career with one of the best places to work in Arizona. And that will be CarMax, GoDaddy, and Liberty Mutual. And then you will hear from Pipeline AZ. So some of you have registered on Pipeline AZ prior to the live event. And those of you that have not yet, we are going to ask you to go out and register on that, because we're doing additional matching and additional job opportunities for you on the back end. And you can only do that through the Pipeline channel. So Jasmine is going to talk about that. And then I have a sneeze coming. I'm so sorry. That's why I paused for a second. But then we're going to jump into the second hour is going to be our featured companies. And so every company listed is going to speak for 5 minutes on their company, culture, the job opportunities, and how to apply. So here we'll hear from GoDaddy, ADP, CarMax, Desert Financial Credit Union, Farmers Insurance, Freedom Financial Network, Liberty Mutual, Northern Trust, Robinhood, USAA, and Voya Financial. Again, all award-winning companies. I will close it out right about the 11 o'clock hour. And what that means is we're going to then jump into, I'm going to provide some resources, some additional resources for you. But then we're going to jump into what we call breakout rooms. And that means you get to go speak one-on-one or small groups with the different hiring managers, recruiters, talent acquisition directors. You're going to speak directly with them in these breakout sessions. So I encourage you to hang on to the end and so you can go and engage with them. Now remember, during the event today, you can drop in questions in the chat. We will do our best to pick up on those questions and ask them during the live portion. But if we can't ask them for the live portion, our employers that are speaking today are going to be behind the scenes answering those questions for you. So I encourage you again to engage and talk with them. All right, we are ready to kick off. Let's start our panel. So this first half hour, again, is going to be a panel discussion with 4 award-winning companies in Arizona. I would like to introduce the 4 panelists. Laura Lynn Smith is the Division Vice President and General Manager for ADP. Welcome, Laura Lynn.
Hi, thank you so much. Very excited to be here with all of you.
Then we have Brandon Peterson. He is a VP of Client Experience with Freedom Financial Network. Welcome, Brandon.
How are you?
Hello, Brandon. Tashima White is a site lead with Robinhood. Hello, Tashima.
Hey, everybody.
Good morning. And then Lee Jacobs. He is a director over the Insurance Sales and Service Departments at USAA. Welcome, Lee.
Thank you. Good morning from our beautiful Phoenix campus.
Awesome. Well, we are so glad you all are here today. So we have some questions to ask you guys as we focus on this panel is focused more on the client services, customer service professionals. And so I'd like for you each to just take a minute or two and kind of give us an overview of your company, what you like best about the company and a little bit of the culture. So Laura Lynn, you've done this before. You want to get started with us?
Sure, happy to. Thank you so much. So Laura Lynn Smith, and I've been with ADP for 27 years, and people ask, why do you stay? And it really is the culture. And what is the best about the culture is the people. We have amazing people that work here, and we also have amazing leaders who are very connected and engaged with our associates. We actually have several platforms that we offer our clients that we use internally as well within ADP to ensure that we have very strong connections with leadership and teams collaborating and working together. We are a Fortune 500 company. We are the leader in the human capital management industry. So we offer solutions to our clients who are employers for recruiting employees all the way through retiring employees. So paying them benefits, retirement plans, performance management plans. We have solutions for all of them. We are a top company on Diversity Inc.'s top 50. We also are recognized by LinkedIn, comparably Indeed as best companies. We are recognized by many different organizations as best companies for diversity, best companies for working mothers, best company for LGBTQ equality. So ADP is very focused on diversity and inclusion and really providing a great experience for our clients and our associates. So thanks for that, Jessica.
Fantastic. Thank you, Laura Lynn. So many great things going on with ADP. I also did want to mention for everybody on the call, I think I said gallery view is best, but actually for this part of the discussion, speaker view will be best, because then you'll be able to see the person speaking on the big screen. All right, so let's move over to Brandon. Brandon, tell us about Freedom.
Well, thank you. Excited to be here as well. So at Freedom, so not unlike Laura, I haven't been here 27 years, but I have been here 2 years. And I did join because of what we do. We have a great deal of passion about empowering our everyday Americans to be debt-free. We are a debt relief company, right? We believe that to do that, we have to really have an outstanding client experience, which is driven solely by our people, right? We're a perennial winner of best places to work. 10 of the last years, or I should say 10 years in a row. We haven't hit 20 yet, so we still have some work to do, but we truly care about our employees developing and growing. That means we have to support them. We do this through living our core values. We're very bold about those: care, get better, act with integrity and collaboration. It matters in terms of how we interact with our clients, how we interact with each other, and how we make decisions about how the company moves forward. We're really excited to allow our employees to come and grow with us. We truly believe that as we develop them, they add more to our clients, and ultimately that's our goal, right? We're here to help the individuals in society live a better life. I should also add, I think it's important to note that as Laura said, hey, we care a great deal about diversity and inclusion. We were named, a top company for diversity and women in leadership. Linda Lumen, our senior VP, was named an honorary business leader and most admired leader by the Phoenix Business Journal. We've got a number of things that matter to us that help us grow our culture, ultimately to help our employees improve our clients' experience.
Brandon, thank you so much. We love Linda. She's actually our board of directors president right now. And
we all love Linda.
We all love Linda. Freedom is such an exceptional organization to work for. So thank you so much for being here today. Okay, Tashima, we'd love to hear about Robinhood.
Awesome. I feel like I should know Linda at this point. So maybe that's later. Maybe that happens later. Hello, everybody. I'm Tashima. I love it. Thank you, Brandon. My name is Tashima White. I am the site leader for our Tempe office. We're celebrating a year in the Valley and super excited about that. Robinhood is a financial services app that allows you to trade crypto, stocks, ETFs, etc. through the app. I am so in love with our mission, which is why I joined Robinhood almost a year ago. We're really in a space where we're reimagining the financial services industry with the mission to create more ease and access to people that may not have had that before. So that is really what I love about Robinhood. You asked Jessica about the culture, and what I would say about the culture is it's really a space where each employee is an owner of our culture. That's something that I love. I don't dictate for my Tempe site what it should look like or what it should feel like. It really is every person comes in and gets to do that. And what I love even more is each of us gets to do that in a way where we get to be our full selves every single day. So you will hear me talk about our mission a little bit later. And it really is to democratize finance for all. And what that means is we want everyone to have access to the financial market and be able to build a legacy for themselves. So it's a little bit about me, Robinhood, and what I love about our company.
That's great. Thanks so much. We appreciate having you here today. All right, Lee Jacobs, why don't you tell us about USAA?
Thank you, Jessica. Good morning. So if you don't know about USAA, we have been in business since 1922. We started by a group of Army officers who couldn't get their own insurance. No one would insure them based off of their lifestyle. So They threw their own money in a hat, and out of that came USA, and it's a membership-based company. What that means is that we're not open to the public. We serve the men and women of the military, in addition to the DEA, Secret Service, and some of those agencies. What I really appreciate about the organization is our commitment to our employee experience, to diversity and inclusion, and also the great benefit packages that we give our employees day one. Great campuses, great flexibility. We offer remote, we all offer on-site, so it's a great place to be. We've been recognized for top employer on a national level, on a local level as well. And I'm excited to get a chance to talk to each and every one of you as we go through this.
Fantastic. Okay, so you all have heard a great overview. One of the things all of them have in common is they are all winners of different awards. They care about diversity. So there's a lot of great awards that each have talked about, and cultures. And so we're excited to have you all here. I want to park on customer service for just a minute. So why don't we, you guys, whoever wants to take this next question, go for it. But describe some of your customer care, customer service opportunities available at your company. And when you're hiring for them, what do you look for? What are the skills that you look for? Who'd like to start us off? Brandon?
I'd be happy to. So we, like any customer service center, have a variety of different roles, right? That can be a phone role. It can be one where we, via chat or email, etc. But really what we do, depending on, schedule and so forth, our job is to advocate for our clients to help them become debt-free. Now, we do that through helping them adhere to a program, right, that's proven successful for our clients. Now, what do we look for? We look for individuals that truly have a passion or empathy for a client situation and can problem solve, right? That's what we care about. That helps our clients get debt free. Awesome,
fantastic. Toshiba.
Yeah, I would love to highlight our CXR Pathway program. It actually launched this year. And if you know a little bit about financial services, one of the things that is required often is licensing. And the tricky part about the licensing is you have to be sponsored by a firm in order to get your licenses. Well, we actually launched a program. We will sponsor you and cover the licenses and even pay you while you study. And so the Pathways program is so fantastic because it allows this kind of entry point, whether it be you're new to a career or you're looking at a second or third career, you get to come into this industry and impact people's lives from financial services in a really, really great way. So I would highlight that one. If I'm talking about what I'd be looking for, Jessica, it really is that person that is eager, passionate about the customer experience, and really looking to learn something and contribute to a company that's shaping this financial services industry. So all those things will be characteristics of a great candidate for the Pathway program.
Awesome, thanks so much. Lee, do you have anything you'd like to talk about your customer service roles?
Yes, thanks, Jessica. So we do offer a variety of roles, sales and customer service. There are roles that are on the phone. There are some that are also off the phone. What we look for in our candidates is those that seek to improve themselves from a development standpoint, and those that like a relationship. We want a relationship with our members. We want to know and support them through every stage of their life. We really invest in our people. We have a pretty supportive training platform that we provide from day one. Like some of the others have mentioned, you would need a license to handle the property and casualty. So if you don't already have that, we will pay for that for you and help train you and prepare you for that. And the beauty of it is, we really care about attracting, retaining, and developing our talent. I was lucky enough to come in externally and develop, take advantage of the education benefit day one, and have been able to advance my career through that benefit, which has been great.
I love that. Thank you. Laura Lynn.
Yeah, thank you. So very similar to what all of my other colleagues on the panel have shared. ADP has many different opportunities, both in client service, implementation, and sales. We are really interested in candidates who are looking to grow their career, long-term with ADP. We have a lot of folks that have been here for years, and looking for talent who is passionate about learning, solving problems, excited about providing great service to our clients. We work with our clients as the client service positions are a bit different than like a normal contact center. You're working with clients to solve problems. We do offer different certification programs and the ability to get certified in different practitioner or payroll and human resource certifications. And we definitely support tuition reimbursement, and really, in a nutshell, looking for somebody who's passionate about growing themselves in their career in the organization.
That's great. So I heard a couple you talk about some of the additional benefits of working for your company, and tuition reimbursement was mentioned, career pathways were mentioned. And so let's talk about that a little bit. Do you guys have established career pathways, or how do employees move with that throughout your organization? You know, how do promotions happen, and how do people advance, quickly or not when they're ready? Who'd like to start us off?
I'll start, Jessica, if that's all right. At Robinhood, there's actually kind of a mix of things that are happening. You can chart your own path. When I interviewed with my boss, we talked a little bit about my career path, and he said, Tashima, the truth is that the role you'll be in 2 years probably hasn't even been created yet. And for me, I really love the idea that what I'll be doing in the future may not even be established, and I may get to chart that path for myself. On the flip side, though, there are some established career paths where you could come in as an unlicensed agent. You could move into becoming licensed and then be able to move into some of our more specialty or niche roles. Or you can decide that you want to go into project management, or maybe you want to do something in HR. So there's a lot of different ways that you can navigate and move. And you get to determine based on what you feel like your niche is and what I call your superpowers. You then can get you can move into a department where you'd be able to use those skills more effectively.
That's great. Good. Who else? Orla?
Sure. Jessica, I can share. So at ADP, there's multiple different career paths. In our Tempe location alone, our location holds 1,600 people. So there's multiple different business units. So great opportunities to move and grow your career. What we also do is we focus on our associate strengths. So the first week at ADP, you're taking an assessment of your strengths. And every week you're meeting with your leader about those strengths and looking for ways to not only work on things that optimize your strengths, but also look at opportunities to grow in the areas where you are strongest. And we have many different tools within ADP to help identify. Again, there's multiple positions at ADP. So we have tools that help both the leader and the associate assess based on your strengths and based on what you're interested in, what would be some different avenues that you can pursue to really look at your long-term career trajectory.
Awesome. You know what? I love that. Both of you have kind of alluded to the fact that you can own your own pathway. Tashima, I was laughing when you were saying, my job in 2 years isn't even there yet. I mean, so that says a lot about, your culture. So companies that have long established career pathways, that's going to be one culture. They've been around 30, 40, 50 years. Then we have newer companies that are like, yeah, you're going to grow here, but we don't know exactly what that looks like yet. And so that is one of the ways for everyone that's on the call to really tap into culture. What kind of company do you want to work for? What are the things that you look for? Does something that's more established long-term sound more intriguing to you, or does something, that's not quite created yet sound more exciting and intriguing to you? And when you're interviewing, bring those kind of things up in the interview and ask questions around that, because then companies will understand that you are a match for their culture. All right, who else? Brandon, do you have any comments here?
So I would echo what was said. We do have lots of opportunity for us, right? You come into client services. We really want you to understand what our clients are experiencing, so that as you expand your career across the organization, you always remember, hey, what do they need, right? Our goal is to help them. So as you learn and grow and make decisions in your career, both as an individual contributor or potential leader, what we care about is just starting customer service. Now, I would say that, yeah, we've got a defined path. You're in your role for 90 days. You're eligible for a promotion or a change, right? That could be laterally, or like I said, promotion. Now, I say that's not set in stone. If there's opportunity and you're a strong performer with leadership support, we'll look at it. Right. And we really care. that our employees are able to grow their career. I'll tell you, in our call center, about 70% of all our supervisors are internal, meaning they have grown in the company. About 60% of our managers. We really care about that internal promotion, whether it be just in the call center and customer service or in our other departments. You could see overall a stat, about 30% of all of our positions are filled internally. So we do care about that, and we really do want you to grow with us.
And Brandon, do you have a policy around, how soon somebody can take on a new position? Do they need to be in their current position for a specific?
Yeah, we do. Like I said, 90 days is our policy, but we absolutely love to change that if you've got the need in a particular role and you're a strong performer.
90 days is not very long either. You're just getting your feet wet.
As we've had exceptional growth, we've had exceptional need. And so we really have to prepare our folks to take on that next challenge.
I thought it was really interesting. A couple of years ago, we were doing something with Freedom, and a gentleman that was working in the call center department had started to volunteer to offer some health and wellness initiatives. And then within a couple months, they actually created a position for him. And now I don't know if he's still doing it, but at the time he was overseeing a full health and wellness initiative and program at Freedom. That was his new job. And so they actually created it. That was really cool. That is
accurate. Now, pandemic's a little different.
Right.
It's still with us and still a program.
That's right. Let me ask you guys this. So we have a lot of professionals on the line today. And some have been with call centers before, some have not been with call centers before. And so working with your company, most of you, I believe, the call center or the customer service, the phones are the first entry point into understanding the company and getting to know them. Is this something that you guys require people to do to get started with your company? Are there other ways into positions? Or what does that look like? Just talk to us about that. Lee, do you want to start that part?
Yeah, I'd be happy to, Jessica. So USA is an organization of over 30,000 employees. We have jobs that are member contact, which would be your phone responsibilities, right? Helping members. We have non-member contact jobs as well. So depending on what your career path looks like and what you apply for, there may be, member facing jobs that you would be on the phone supporting the membership. But within those, lead into other opportunities to move into leadership or into process and project roles. And there are also non-member contact jobs that you can apply directly externally and get right into.
Awesome. That's great. Who else would like to address that? Tashima?
Yeah, I would say at Robinhood, we try to meet the talent where it is. There's a fair amount, even a few of my peers who hadn't worked in call centers before coming over to Robinhood. And there's others that are looking at other opportunities. So it may be that you want to be an analyst in our workforce management area. Maybe that you're coming into HR. We have a lot of engineers and product managers. So what I'd say is that if you find a role that feels like it matches your background, doesn't matter if the experiences are parallel. If there are some transferable skills, I would say certainly reach out to our recruiting team and engage, and we're going to be happy to help you along the way.
That's great. That's good. Anyone else? Brandon?
I was just going to echo Tashima, right? Yes, most commonly, most of our people come through customer service, but across the board, there's so many positions available, whether it's on the product or engineering side, or even some of our administrative roles, that's not a requirement. Your skills and abilities are what we care about. So we'll look at those positions.
Awesome. And I want to make sure everyone understands, if you are not, we're here to talk about the call center positions, but understand that this industry is one of the largest industries in Arizona. And we are looking for the entry positions, the call centers, customer service, also sales, but then everything across the board. From an industry standpoint, are you a finance person? Are you an IT person? I bet almost everybody on our call is hiring IT, finance, whole bunch of different types of professionals within the industry. All right, you guys, you are doing a great job. Let me ask you, close this out with a couple things. What advice, I'm going to have each of you answer this. What advice would you give people that are actively looking to work for your organization? And tell us about some of the hot jobs you have right now. So I'm going to combo that. What's some advice you have for people that are interested in working for you? And then what are some hot jobs you have? Who'd like to start? Tashima, it's you.
I'll jump in. The advice that I would give y'all is, the truth is that Robinhood is a very special place. Somebody told me that my first week, and by the end of my first week, that totally made sense. What attracted me to it is it's kind of like a blank piece of paper. And so if you like to come in and create and be an owner at any level that you come in, then Robinhood's going to be a really great place for you. If you're the type of person that wants to ask some great questions, but also help us answer some questions, again, this is going to be a fantastic place for you. So that would be the advice that I would give, is that as you engage with us, ask great questions. Interviews are two-way streets, and we want to make sure that you would find this place that you could be happy and build a long-standing career. So that'd be my advice, Jessica. And then a couple jobs that I would highlight. You all heard me talk about the CXR Pathway program. That is that licensing program that gets you into the industry. If you know folks that are already licensed, we're hiring CX representatives. Those are our registered representatives. And then if you know people leaders, we're hiring those folks as well. So Kelsey Parker, you see her really active in the chat. She's my recruiting partner, and she can help you get into any of those roles, or go to our site and you're going to see other things that are available as well.
I love that. Thank you. Lee, why don't you close us out with your information?
Sure. So some advice I would give if you're looking to inquire about USA is, as any job, make sure you take some time to prepare for yourself for the interview. Make sure your resume is ready to rock and you have some great examples to share about your experience. And also make sure that you find an opportunity that provides you work-life balance and mental health balance and benefits as well. It's so important these days. The hot jobs that we have, you can find on USA site. It's USA Jobs, and we're actually offering remote opportunities all across Arizona. If you prefer to come work with me here on campus and use the gym, I'd love a gym buddy. So good luck.
That's a reason to work there, period, right?
That's right. Starbucks.
All right, Brandon.
So from an advice perspective, I think I echo what was said. You know, be prepared, but come knowing what the job is. You know, there's a lot of opportunity out there, but be prepared to say, hey, this is what I really want to do. Even if it's, I just want to explore, there's so much opportunity once you get in to really see what's out there, right? Not all of our jobs are necessarily broadcast externally, right? Because we really do care about our internal growth with our advocates or our employees. So be willing to jump in with everything you got, and then really expand your career. In terms of hot jobs, likewise, go to our career site. I'm selfish, and I want to be selfish here. I've got lots of positions open that we want to fill at an entry level. We will train, we will develop, and really excited for you to grow your career with us. Now, that said, I should say we are definitely hiring for tech jobs, product and engineering, right? Our recruiters are hot on that trail. That's an important one for us. And then likewise, we have several leadership roles that are important to fill.
Awesome. Great. Laura Lynn, how about you?
Yeah, I mean, so many great points of advice. Just one add is, you know, as you're preparing for your interview, think through your stories, right? Share examples of how you've demonstrated your strengths and your talents, providing specific situations and what you've taken away from them and the actions that you took during those situations. And then, you know, for ADP, it's just be prepared for a great career where you're going to constantly learn, grow, you know, be challenging or challenge yourself every day. We have multiple positions open in client service, implementation, and sales. All of them are available at jobs.adp.com.
Fantastic. You guys have done awesome for telling us about your companies. And again, if you want to connect with these folks on the line, I encourage you to do it right now. Some of them will be here during the breakouts and some will not. So I encourage you to shoot a note to them. They're answering their messages in the chat. And, you know, we've worked with all of these companies for the last couple of years, and they're just fantastic. So thank you so much in the virtual world. Round of applause, raise the roof, whatever you want to do. Thank you. We really appreciate you all being here today. All right, we are going to move into our next panel. Now, our first panel was focused on customer service. The second panel is going to be focusing on how to build a sales career with the best company. And so I would like to introduce you to the three gentlemen that'll be joining us on this call, on this portion. Richard Buscher, he is the Regional Vice President and General Manager with CarMax. Richard, welcome.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. And then I would like to introduce you to Joe Lawrence with GoDaddy. He is the Employer Brand Manager and also with Diversity and Military Talent Attraction. Welcome, Joe. Hi, Joe.
Hello.
Glad to have you back. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you.
And then John Walters, our good friend John, he is a sales director with Liberty Mutual Insurance. Hi, John. I think you're on mute. Oh, John, I think I can kind of hear you, but you're gargled in the back a little bit. You want to say hi again? Nope. If you have a headset on or something, I'm going to have Richard and Joe introduce themselves, and then we'll jump over to you and give you a minute to see if we can get that fixed. All right. So what I'd like you guys to do is just take a minute or two, introduce yourselves and your company, kind of like what do you like the best about your company, and tell us a little bit about your culture. So Richard, let's start with you.
Yeah, thank you. And again, thank you for having me. Good morning, everyone, or afternoon, wherever you are. My name is Richard Bush. I'm the Regional Vice President here for the Tempe Customer Experience Center with CarMax. I've been with CarMax now for a little over 17 years now, and it's just been an absolutely amazing experience. I absolutely love this question, Jessica. What do I like most about CarMax? And I've got to tell you, the first thing, it's about our people, it's about our associates. We have an amazing culture with CarMax that I've been able to experience for over 17 years. In fact, we've been voted Fortune 100's best companies to work for 17 years in a row. We have best places to work for LGBTQ and community, millennials, and also veteran for military families as well, and many others. We provide an amazing opportunity for associates to learn and grow in their careers. What you'll learn about CarMax is we're really unique in, if you want to call it the call center environment, that not only do we have a customer experience center, but we also have 223 stores throughout the entire country, which creates an enormous amount of opportunities for folks to grow and develop their careers throughout CarMax. And we actually encourage our associates to explore other areas of our company as well. But that's the thing I really, really love about CarMax and what keeps me here, and which I'll certainly retire with as well, is just the culture that we build and the opportunities that we provide our associates.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Richard. All right, Joe, tell us a little bit about GoDaddy.
Sure. So GoDaddy's been around since '97. We are the world's largest platform for entrepreneurs to host their domains, their websites. We help them build their some marketing as well, and we're just basically a one-stop shop for all things small businesses. That's our bread and butter. Those are our customers that we focus on. And so we've done a lot of good work this past year of helping closures of stores that have, maybe had a storefront and they had to close, and now they're all online due to COVID. So that's one of the things that we've been working really hard on is helping our customers navigate through the journey of this pandemic. So that's part of the things that we do for our customers and what we do. In terms of diversity, we're very diverse here. We believe in diversity. We want our employee base to look just like our customer base. And so having different communities at the table is definitely key here at GoDaddy. We have over 11 resource groups, employee resource groups. So women in tech, we have veterans in tech, we have entrepreneurs, things of that nature. And we are just, we've been awarded, best places to work from the HRC. We have awards for best place to work for women and diversity. And we're just excited to be partnering with Career Connectors and Best CompaniesAZ, and we're excited to be here.
That's great, Joe. Thanks for being here. All right, John Walters, Liberty Mutual. We got you?
Yes, ma'am. How do I sound now?
Yes, perfect.
Awesome. Hey, so Liberty Mutual is an amazing company. We're a Fortune 100 carrier that's currently valued about $34 billion. We're, of course, across the United States, We're in quite a few countries globally. You're going to see Liberty Mutual continue to grow. We should be moving up to the about $60 billion mark here in the next 5 years or so, which will make us a number 3 player globally when it comes to insurance and when it comes to opportunities. So if you're thinking, hey, can I work in the US? Absolutely. Can I work across the world? Absolutely. So it's a pretty cool opportunity. Here in the US, we're number 2 in the independent channels as far as personal lines and commercial distribution of insurance, one of the top direct writers. And what a lot of people don't realize is Liberty Mutual has over 200 wholly owned agencies, full-fledged agencies, where we broker for quite a few carriers, and we also write our own product throughout the United States. Something I'm really proud of. Liberty Mutual is consistently awarded top awards for working for a military, for working mothers, LGBTQ. We really have a huge opportunity as far as the diversity goes, and it's very exciting. The culture I love so much about Liberty Mutual is that rewards, recognition, and compensation, because we're talking about sales, which means we're talking about pay. So let's just kind of cut to the chase. And I think Liberty Mutual has one of the premier business models in the industry right now that's unique to all the other carriers and allows you to really own who you are and take advantage of that. And in the end, bring home the bacon, as I like to say.
I love it. That's great. Thank you, John. I'm glad we could hear you because that was really good. All right, you guys, let's talk about the skills for salespeople at your organization. What do you look for when you're trying to determine a sales fit, a culture fit? You know, there's a lot of different types of sales out there. So can you talk to us a little bit about that? Who'd like to start? Richard?
I can kick us off if you like. Yeah. The first thing we're looking for is ethics, culture, integrity, and honesty. Our goal is we really want to help our customers progress throughout their car buying and selling journey, if you will, at whatever process it may take. So we're looking really for folks that are passionate about customer service and have great teamwork skills. We use competency-based feedback of how we provide feedback to our associates, and that's how we grow and develop others as well. And it's important that our associates are passionate, again, to help customers really navigate throughout this challenging customer buying journey, if you will. It's not necessary someone needs car experience. It's really quite the opposite. It's just, are you passionate about helping folks? And that's our number one quality we're looking for right there.
That's great. Thank you. Who else?
I can go. What we're looking for in sales candidates is kind of what Richard talked about, is that passion. We often, there were bartenders I hired, in sales roles, and it's amazing that people that aren't typically in that sales profession can definitely do the job, and that's what we saw in bartenders, servers. It's just, you have to have those people skills, being able to help these customers. Maybe they're calling in and something's not working on their site and they need help. And so just taking that moment to step back and just, put yourself in their shoes and listen to their story, listen to their issues, and fix those problems that they're having. And then also, telling them about products that could be helping them build more sales for our customers. So, there's always new products that we're launching, and we definitely like people that will, promote those, but not force those upon people that don't need them. And so those are some of the things, culture fit is definitely a big part of it. Team players, if you're a team player, we want you here. There's always times where, maybe somebody's struggling and they need help. And so that having a coworker or somebody on your team come in and talk to you and, hey, I would probably do it this way, or here's some tips that might help you. We like, having that environment of people, sharing and helping each other. So definitely teamwork is a huge part of it. And you don't have to have the sales experience, you just have to have that people connection. So that's what we look for.
Awesome. And John, what about you guys?
Yes, ma'am. A couple of things I would agree completely with the integrity and above reproach, because we're selling promises. And so if you're a liar, it doesn't go real good. But a couple things that we truly focus on is really 3: drive, You have to understand the top reps at Liberty Mutual are shy of $1 million. So you get paid very well here. We're looking for an awesome attitude, right? That positive attitude makes you so contagious and so exciting to partner with. And the last piece is that coachability component, right? We've got an amazing business model, but we always want to be better tomorrow. You were great today. How do I take you one step better tomorrow? So those would be the 3 pieces I'd add to the conversation.
Okay, I need to back up for just a second. Did you say that your salespeople are, some of your people are shy of $1 million?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Wow. Wow.
It's a industry where, in our business model, we'll hire entire staff. Our top teams have 6 or 7 individuals working directly for them that we pay the entire, because they're W-2 employees, we pay the entire bill, but they receive full commissions. So absolutely, it's a great world. That's where we need that drive, because not everybody has a drive to do it.
That's right. That's right. Okay, so some of the people on the call today actually have sales experience from different industries all over. When you're looking at a salesperson that has experience, do they start at the entry space? Are they able to commit at a higher level? What does that look like for your company? Richard, oh, go ahead, Joe. Go ahead.
So for our company, yes, that would be the entry level. And that doesn't mean that you're going to stay in that entry level. We like for you to come in and get to know our company, our culture, get to know everything about the company and what our products that we offer, things of that nature. But we are looking for people. We hire internally for our supervisors and our care managers. So if you come in and you rock it your first couple months, we're more than willing to take a chance and say, hey, come be a supervisor or come, manage a care team. So it doesn't matter, you don't have to be in the role for a year. It's how you perform. And so that's what we like to do. And there's many people that have come in as an agent, and we have one as a VP right now. And there's all different areas in the business that you can promote to. We have somebody on our employer brand team that came from care and sales. So, it's unlimitedness. I can't even say it. The world is your oyster, I guess you can say. But that's what we do, is we have you come in at the entry level, but you can promote rather quickly.
That's fantastic. Okay, Richard, anything to add to that?
Yeah, thank you. Look, we have a variety of positions that are available, both for what we call our customer experience, our CECs and CXA positions, as well as we have management positions and trainer positions available as well. What I would urge the candidates to do is take a look. We have all of our positions are clearly defined and that share qualifications and quite frankly, what we're looking for to take advantage of that. In addition to that, whatever position you start, as I indicated earlier, the amount of opportunities that CarMax provides is amazing. We have career paths for every position that we have here at our customer experience centers. And just like Freedom Financial earlier, time frame is 90 days, where an associate can be hired for a particular position, go through the training, and then within 90 days, they can start applying for different positions. And we've been very successful thus far here in Tempe at CarMax. And I'll leave you with this too. As I indicated earlier too before, we're unique at CarMax. We not only have our customer experience centers, but we also have retail stores. We have 3 local retail stores in Gilbert, Scottsdale, or Tolson that are actually hiring as well. So again, it creates just an enormous amount of opportunities for folks to explore different career options and provide amazing opportunities for themselves.
Awesome, fantastic. Okay, you guys, a question we are throwing out to you here is one we get all the time, and especially with the larger kind of call center environments. And so we'd love your advice, a little bit of interviewing advice, since you guys do a lot of that. If I am interviewing with kind of a younger millennial or younger hiring manager or recruiter, and I'm well experienced, a little bit more mature, can you guys talk to that? Do you have any tips for what that looks like? Do you take all candidates, of course, I mean, everybody can apply, but do you take experience into consideration as you are interviewing?
Happy to kick it off. Experience is huge. Somebody has a track record of success, though, is really what the key to that experience is. The answer is absolutely. We take that into the position we place that in. Really, the advice I give is speak to your strengths, know your strengths. A lot of times people don't like to necessarily brag about their strengths, but humbly speak to those, because those are why you're doing so well. And that's why a company like us would love to hire you, because of your awesome strengths.
Yeah. Joe or Richard, anything to add to that?
Sure, I can jump in. At CarMax, we have multiple interview processes to go through as far as different positions that you apply for. We use competency-based interview questions, and our goal is really to define, we want to put people in the best position that can not only obviously enhance themselves, but also our customers' experience. My best advice is be prepared. And hopefully everyone applies for CarMax. We've got some great employers on here today. Is be prepared for whatever employer it is. I know with CarMax, you can go online, you can look at carmax.com and under careers, learn a lot about our organization and the company. And then finally, I'll leave you with this, with the interview, with your interview prep, utilize what we call the STAR method when you're answering interview questions. And that is, what's the situation and or task? What's the action that you did? And then finally, the results. And if you can be successful utilizing the STAR method, chances are you'll be very successful to land a job with one of these and one of our employers online here today. So.
Awesome.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. We're looking for somebody that's going to be right in the position. So yes, speak to your strengths. Tell us what you can bring to the table. Tell us what you've accomplished, and bring all those skills and those talking points with you to the interview. And don't worry about, if somebody's, if it's the manager's a millennial or whatever the case may be, just talk about you and be yourself, because that's going to be the quickest thing to get you hired, is just being yourself and proving, providing a good track record of what you've done and accomplished in your previous roles. We're looking for, the right role, the right fit for the role. And that's what we're looking for. So just be yourself and just be ready to answer the questions and be able to provide examples as well.
That's great. Lots of good advice there, you guys. Let's talk about sales compensation structure. And so, people that are interested in sales are obviously want to know what the structure looks like. So can you talk to that a little bit? What does success look like to achieve the higher compensation bonuses and structure? Who'd like to start there? Richard, go for it.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. CarMax, we have not only a base pay that we offer, but there is also a bonus or a commission on top of that as well. Our average associates earn a little over $22.50 per hour. And there's really no cap to potential earnings for our customer experience associates, our CEC associates. They'll work with their managers weekly, meet with their managers monthly with what we call our file reviews. And our whole intention is how can we help our associates become more and more successful and help our customers throughout their car buying journey. So it can be quite lucrative for our associates and very consistent while working with CarMax.
That's great. Good to hear. John?
Yes, ma'am. This is my favorite topic. Show me the money. Liberty Mutual has a base salary and a commission structure that goes together to kind of quantify it for people. A average individual. So, hey, I'm average. I'm applying for a job. Is going to make 60 to 70 their first year. Those that I think are very talented and do well, they all clear six figures. The best I've seen in their first year was 300,000, a little north of 300K first year out of the box. So I share that with you because the compensation piece is driven by your desire. Where do you want to go? Because the business model is there for you.
Yeah, great. And Joe?
All right. So so we offer, a base salary, and then we do have a compensation plan that provides for bonuses and commission. So you can see anywhere, from 50 to 70, but that's putting in a lot of work. So you get that base salary, which is about 30, 31, and you add on to that with your commission throughout the year. And if you meet your targets, We have agents that are making mid 50s to mid 70s. So it's totally up to you on what you want to do. There's goals, there's always incentives. We have, great benefits that go with that, including first day benefits and trips when we get back to trips. But there's all these incentives that we do provide our sales and care organization. So there's lots on top of just that pay.
That's great. Thanks, you guys. Okay, so last question for you. I'm going to combo a couple questions that we sent out. One is, how do you get started? What's the best way to get started with your company? And then tell us about some hot jobs that you have right now.
Sure. So how to get started with the company. I'll be here this afternoon in a breakout booth or breakout room. So definitely come chat with me. I'd love to connect and tell you a little bit more about GoDaddy and what we're looking for. And that's the best way, do some research as well on our website. You can ask me questions. You can go on our website and learn more about the company itself. And then in terms of jobs, we are hiring for all roles. We have our inside sales reps that we're heavily recruiting for, but we have corporate and technical roles as well.
Awesome. All right, Richard.
Yeah, thank you. Like GoDaddy, we have several representatives from CarMax on throughout the day today, so certainly you can take advantage of asking questions. Certainly you can go into careers at CarMax and learn about our positions and actually apply online. One of our recruiters will be following up with you. What's a special note is we actually offer multiple options whether you can either work from home or perhaps actually work here in the Tempe Center. We're very flexible. We provide pretty much all of the hardware, all the gear, laptops, et cetera, monitors to set folks up at home. And it creates a lot of flexibility for our potential associates as well. So I would just take advantage of learning again about all the positions that are available. And I would even encourage, stop by one of our stores, local stores, and ask our associates how they like work for CarMax. I think they'll tell you, and I think you'll get really excited to start your journey with our company.
Awesome, thank you. And then John, I think you're finishing us out here.
Yes, ma'am. My world hot jobs is always a sales job. Of course we have that. Something I do want to extend to the team here because I think we have an amazing group online and joining us. So everybody that sends me the resume, I'll personally give them a call and I will do an interview with them so that way they can do it. I'm hiring from Prescott to Scottsdale to Tucson, so throughout the entire Arizona area. But at the same time, we have claims. We've got all kinds of back office opportunities. There's 50,000 people at Liberty Mutual. There's several thousand opportunities here in Phoenix alone. So as you think globally and you think big picture, we've got a lot of opportunities. But if you drop me your resume, you'll hear from me and we'll see what we can do.
You guys did great. Thank you so much for being here and featuring your award-winning company. Round of applause for all our panelists today. You guys were great. Thank you so much. All right, so we are going to move on to our second half today. And in the second half, we're going to have companies come on. They're going to speak for just a couple minutes and tell you a little bit about their company, their culture, and their benefits and how to apply for their jobs. Again, there's the closed captioning screen if you'd like to have closed captioning. And 2 quick reminders. Make sure you're connecting with each other on LinkedIn. So when you drop in your LinkedIn URL on the chat box, then make sure it's blue. And the way that you do that is you go out to LinkedIn and you go to your profile or you click on your picture, and then up in the browser window, your LinkedIn URL will be there. Just copy that and drop it right in the chat so we can connect with each other. I'm really enjoying connecting with some of you offline. So thanks for dropping your LinkedIn URL in there. So that's one reminder. The second one is this event is best seen in speaker view, and you're going to be seeing our speakers coming up now, and we're going to be flipping the PowerPoint. So first, I'd like to introduce Jasmine Chamblin. She is the Customer Relation Associate with PipelineAZ, who is one of our partners for this event. And PipelineAZ is helping on the back end connect you to jobs. So Jasmine, welcome.
Well, hey, everybody. I'm super happy to be here. I'll preface and start by saying Pipeline Arizona is a career matching and exploration platform built for the Arizona community. And we operate as a nonprofit. So it's free for an employer to join and have unlimited postings, and it's free as a job seeker for you to come onto the platform, explore careers, and match based on your skills and interests with live job postings, many of which you will see from the employers today on the platform. So you'll have that opportunity to match with the employers you see here today just by filling out your profile on the platform and registering. So yes, you can match with your perfect career right away. You can go to the next slide. And I'll talk a little bit about how it really works and what that skills-based algorithm looks like. Next slide. Yeah, so on the career exploration side, you can actually go to this site and look up in-demand sales jobs, customer service jobs, again, and you'll see the ones from our employers here today on this page as well. Next slide. You can also look into, job, career pathways, salary data, getting really specific on what the role that you're curious about is going to entail, and how much money you would make in the state of Arizona. Next slide, please. And of course, the matching, right? So if you are looking to get a job right away, highly encourage you to follow the link I posted in the chat to get registered as a job seeker. You can match with any of the employers on the platform, and specifically the employers participating in this event. Next slide, please. Next slide. Awesome. So a great way to highlight your experience and your skills, like, all the employers talked about today. You can do that on the platform by building out your profile. Next slide, please. So you can come here and select job match profile. It's very easily user experience. It's easy to edit, it's much like a LinkedIn. Next slide, please. And so here, this is kind of what it looks like. You'll be able to put in your professional summary. The assessment that you take to highlight your skill sets will show up on your profile as well. You can upload whichever and whatever documents you like. So if you have cover letters, supporting documents, please upload those. Employers love to see that and read that. Next slide, please. Yep, just reiterating what I'm saying here. Really great opportunity to highlight your experience. Next slide, please. Yep, and then we'll go ahead and highlight any certifications and licenses. So if you are, Series 63 certified, highlight that. Entities and employers like Robinhood and others want to know that about you. Next slide, please. And you can access your profile anytime. You can access the platform at any point. Again, it is free to you as a job seeker. Next slide, please. And so top navigation search, basically when an employer posts a role, you can find that role in the aggregate search bar, which you see here. You'll get matched with jobs that come onto the platform constantly. So you'll get email notifications, you'll be notified in the platform and on your phone if you have the app. Next slide, please. And of course, you have a career coach on the platform. So if employers are messaging you, or if you are not sure, what a credential is that you may need to have for a job, you can reach out on the platform to your career coach and they can guide you on this and provide really any support that you need. Next slide, please. Awesome. And so again, let me reiterate, please sign up. It's a really great opportunity to just view the company pages of the employers featured here today, learn more about their company culture, and view the live positions they have posted right now. Thanks so much. I also dropped my email in the chat. So if you have questions, please just shoot me an email. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jasmine. If you registered prior to Monday, then you probably have already gone through the pipeline process if you're wondering if you did. From Monday on, you probably just registered through Career Connectors. And so what we would love for you to do is click on that URL that Jasmine dropped into the chat, and it'll take you right to the BestCompaniesAZ Career Connectors page, and it will connect you to this event, and you will be connected on the back end with jobs that are a match for you. So I encourage you all to do that. That's another way we are helping you move forward in your career. All right, so for the next 45 minutes to hour, we are going to have these employers give us their 5-minute or less overview of the company. Some of the speakers you've seen, some you have not. And so Joe, we're welcoming you back to actually dive into GoDaddy a little bit more and tell us about your job, your company, and culture and jobs. Welcome back, Joe.
Awesome. Thanks, Jessica. All right, so of course we're GoDaddy, and you kind of heard a little bit more about us before earlier in this segment. Next slide, please. So I kind of walked over who we are, about us and what we do. We have over 9,000 employees worldwide. Our customer base is over 20 million entrepreneurs that we work with every single day, and they trust us with 82 million plus domains. Next slide. So like I said, we're hiring inbound sales representatives, and then we also do have technical support representative positions that we do have available. Our call center is located in Gilbert, and that is where our team sits. We are all remote right now, but we will be starting to move people depending on how things go. We will be moving people back into the offices on a volunteer basis sometime this fall. Again, that is based on what's happening in the world right now. We'll see how that goes, but we are all about people first right now, and we have been since day one of the pandemic. So we are not going to rush to get people back in the office if it's not safe. So that's kind of where we're at right now. Next slide, please. Just here's some of the benefits. Like I said, benefits start day one. So your first day of training, you walk in and you are covered with our medical, dental, and vision and those types of plans. We have great time off package that we offer. We do offer time off for our veterans and our active duty military, as well as spouses. So they get Veterans Day off as a company holiday. So we have a great employee assistance program, tuition reimbursement, and great medical benefits, including benefit fairs and flu shots and wellness perks as well. Next slide, please. And I kind of talked about this earlier, that we do have 11 employee resource groups. Great place to meet people and get to know other coworkers, and really help make a difference in the lives of our employees and our customers as well, and being able to do some things outside in the communities in person or virtually to give back to those communities as well. Next slide, please. And that's pretty much it. I know that was really quick. You definitely belong here. We are taking applications right now. So come see me in the breakout booth after these introductions, and I'd be happy to talk with you. Or if you can't stay, here's our website. So just visit careers.godaddy.com.
Fantastic. Thank you, Joe. I know so many people that have built wonderful careers at GoDaddy, and so we really appreciate you being here today.
Thank you.
All right, I would like to welcome back Laura Lynn Smith, to the Division Vice President and General Manager at ADP, to talk a little bit more about their company. Welcome, Laura Lynn.
Oh, great. Thank you so much, Jessica. Always a pleasure to join, and welcome back to ADP if you have joined one of our Career Connector sessions previously. As I mentioned during the panel, I've been with ADP for 27 years. It's an amazing company, great people, great leadership, great products and services, and really an overall engaging environment. If we can just move forward, Jessica, to the next slide. So we've been around for 70 years. We are a Fortune 500 company. This last year, we moved up a couple spaces, and we are in the mid 200s right now. And we provide services to companies of all sizes to help support their employees with recruiting all the way through retirement. We work with small business owners who may own, their own business. We work with mid-sized companies where, there's multiple different people involved in the processing of and administration of everything for their employees, all the way up through working with very large national companies that may have operations across the country and international as well. It's been a great company that I've worked for so many years, because we constantly are looking to improve and innovate. We are recognized as one of the most innovative companies in the world. So again, if you're looking for a company for a long-term career that's constantly changing, I did mention a couple of our awards that we have received. What I love about these awards is that it's the industry recognizing ADP, but what's even better is we regularly survey our associates and really look for feedback on how we're doing in our associates' minds around being a great company to work for. And I'm happy to say we get really great feedback from all of our associates. What you'll see here, of course, is a number of different awards, both for best in class in industry, but also best in class to work for as a diverse company focused on diversity and inclusion for all of our associates. We can go forward to, so we have a lot of benefits of working at ADP. We have great culture, and you'll see here as I'm talking through the information, many of the different aspects of our culture. Again, I love the culture at ADP, very supportive. I've gotten feedback from a lot of our associates who are new to ADP and have been in the role for, call it 3 to 6 months, who have said, wow, what I love about ADP is that it really is truly supportive. People are always willing to help you. And they've given examples of places that they've worked previously where that was not necessarily the case. We have great career growth opportunities. As I mentioned, our location here in Tempe, we have multiple different business units, about 7 or 8 different business units with multiple positions in sales, implementation, and servicing our clients. Many different benefits at ADP, including participating in stock purchase, merit, certifications. We do have 401k matches. We have wellness programs, tuition reimbursement, pay for knowledge, pay for performance, and many other different programs for, having pets, being parents, needing different types of dependent care, a lot of different programs out there to really maximize on who you are as a person as well as your earnings. So we have a number of different open positions. I mean, we have 100+ open positions in our Tempe location. So I would encourage, please go out to jobs.adp.com, locations, Arizona, and just scroll through, look at all of the different options and all of the different positions. We have a very competitive pay. And then I would also like to add, if you're interested in a leadership position, please definitely look at leadership positions as well. The positions that I'm speaking about today are all based in our Tempe location. We are slowly returning back to the office a couple days a week because, of course, as we're going through these phases of the pandemic, our first priority is the safety of our associates. If you're interested in more information, you'll see contact information for our talent acquisition business partner, Pam Farling. She'll be joining us in the breakout rooms, and my contact information as well. So thanks so much, Jessica, for the opportunity to connect.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys being here today, Pamela and Laura Lynn. All right, we're going to move on to CarMax. Joan Miller, a good friend of Career Connectors. We love that you're here. She is the regional HR manager for CarMax. Welcome, Joan.
Hey, thank you, Jessica, and welcome to everyone this morning. As you had the opportunity to meet Richard Busher, who is our RVP at our Customer Experience Center here in Tempe, wanted to share a little bit about the foundation of the company. CarMax was founded back in 1993, and our foundational principle and purpose is to drive integrity by being honest and transparent in every interaction. So this is something that I would almost equate to our North Star and a non-negotiable here at CarMax. What you will see on the next slide is a sampling, just a mini sampling of a number of the awards that CarMax has been a recipient of. As Richard shared, we have been on the Fortune 100 list of best companies to work for. As of April of this year, that made it 17 years in a row, and that is really all generated by associate feedback. So our values and our culture is very much alive and well. Similarly, awards for best places to work from an LGBTQ+ community perspective, military and veteran friendly organization. We won an award for best companies who care, and our training team repeatedly year after year is also recognized as a top organization. On our next slide, you'll see the 4 core values here at CarMax, and these are really a part of our DNA doing the right thing, putting people first, winning together and going for greatness. And it all really centers on integrity and respect. Again, very foundational to the organization. We do put people first, so it's a very collaborative, welcoming and supportive work environment. Winning together. We absolutely embrace the differences and diversity of thought and have a very strong diversity, inclusion, and belonging commitment as an organization, and going for greatness. We are very much a disruptor in the industry and really look forward to other associates joining us. From a growth perspective, CarMax is growing. We do have over 26,000 associates coast to coast, but we are looking to hire an additional 200 in our Tempe Customer Experience Center. So if you are an individual that really enjoys working as a team, really want to help and support and have that passion for being there to support the needs of our customers, then we would love to have that opportunity to speak with you. Both our customer experience consultant, which is a base plus bonus opportunity, as well as our customer experience assistant positions, do both offer a $2,000 sign-on bonus, and we currently do have work from home opportunities. If there is an individual who prefers to work on site, that's absolutely an option as well. We have a beautiful state-of-the-art facility. We'd love to share that with you. There is that full career path available, and on the next slide, you will also see our leadership and professional positions as well. So we are looking for customer experience center managers. We do also have a specific manager role overseeing our chat team that does require prior chat experience. Our training team is continuing to grow as we continue to expand, as well as having that management assistant opportunity. And as Richard shared, we do also have positions available in our 3 retail locations here in the Valley. So you'll see information about how to apply. On the next slide, you will also see information about benefit offerings. CarMax is a very open and transparent organization. We really thrive on open and honest two-way feedback. So you can access benefits information about our company from any mobile device. One item that is certainly unique to our organization is we do have associate discounts should you or an immediate family member be interested in purchasing a vehicle. So that's one great offering. And on our final slide, just wanted to call out how you can access information. We're also joined today by Chris Duhat, who will be in the breakout session. So anyone who's interested in learning more about CarMax, please take some time to interact with Chris. And just want to thank you, Jessica, for Career Connectors, as well as our partner with BestCompaniesAZ. It's been a great relationship, and we look forward to continuing the dialogue with you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Joan. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to jump over to inviting Desert Financial Credit Union to the call. Veronica Franco, she is Assistant Vice President in Talent Management. So Veronica, welcome.
Good morning. How is everyone doing? I'm super excited to be here to talk about Desert Financial and kind of what we have to offer. Go to the next slide, please. So 80 years of sharing success. I'm super proud, and I almost always get goosebumps when I talk about this. How we started, honestly, it started with 15 courageous teachers who put together the vision of, co-elevating, helping fellow educators with just $78.75 and a huge vision. So talk about kind of where we started and the big shoes we have to continue to fill in sharing success with our community, our members, and our employees. So today, I'm super proud to say Desert Financial is healthy, financially strong at $7.5 billion. We're the largest credit union in the state of Arizona. And we serve over 370,000 members, and we're continuing to grow. We were solely focused in the Phoenix area, but now we're branching out. We're going into the Prescott area, and we hope to venture off into other areas like Tucson in the near future. But one of the things that, well, one of the many things that I'm super, super proud of is the fact that we give back. We've maintained that credit union philosophy of people helping people. And to date, we've given over $17 million to our members, our community, and our employees, even through the pandemic. When we didn't know what was happening and how it was going to impact our financial strength, we continued to give. That's the one thing we did not stop doing. Please go to the next slide. So why join our team? You know, I can talk about our values. You can see them there. We're really committed to folks that have personal drive, curiosity in their thinking, that are innovative, that are risk takers, that have a passion to help, care about their teams, probably more so than themselves even, and have great what we call people smarts, that caring, you know, that the compassion and thinking about other people first. Those are our values. The other part that I'd say, like, why join our team would be our amazing benefits. One of the perks that we rolled out, even through the pandemic, is 100% tuition coverage through our partnership with ASU, the Invested program. That was something we rolled out in April of last year, right in the middle of the pandemic. So that just shows that we're super committed to our employees. We're invested in their development, and that we really want to become a lifelong learning organization. But the thing that has kept me here for 14 years is our culture. I can honestly say it's, you know, not just a fuzzy walk. It is truly, I mean, we talk the talk. We really work hard at creating great experiences for our employees, our members, and the community, honestly. Just by what I've been sharing, you know, how we continue to give back. You know, the minute that you step into any one of our locations that you're in the Desert Financial culture. It's an experience we continue to strive for. It really is about ensuring that our employees and our members feel valued and that they feel important. Our culture is truly the real deal. Part of our mission, honestly, is sharing success. So you can see here highlighted on the slide all of the things that we've given to the community, you know, all of the funds that we've raised, and the different programs that we have in place to continue to give and grow. And lastly, some of the career opportunities that we have available for folks are universal tellers and relationship banker opportunities. And we have them both in branches and then obviously also customer service contact center opportunities. The one thing that I haven't mentioned is, as an organization, you know, that's been in the business for 80 years, we have done things a little innovative, and that is we've created CUSOs, or they're called, we call them CUSOs. They're credit union subsidiary organizations. So they're companies that we own. And the thought behind it is we wanted to offer resources to credit unions that are much smaller than we are. So for example, our SwitchThink Solutions organization is an IT solution company. So we founded that in 2017. We took our 70+ IT resources and we created a company, and they help other credit unions providing, you know, IT resources for them. They're much smaller than we are. And I'd like to say we started with one client, Desert Financial, and we're up to 70+ clients across the world with SwitchThink Solutions. Last year, we did the same thing with Define Mortgage, taking the same thing, our mortgage resources, and offering mortgage resources to credit unions that might not have the people resources to do that for their members. And then we also have Desert Financial Wealth Management doing the same thing. So just kind of wanted to call that out. So we do have opportunities in the IT space. We have opportunities obviously in Desert Financial, both in the retail network and in our back office operations areas. So you can see we have a variety of resources, variety of opportunities for you. And lastly, want to just call out, if you're interested, we're also going to be joining the folks on the line in the breakout sessions, but feel free to check out our website that's listed here. And also I'll include it in our chat area for you guys to check those resources out.
Great. Thank you so much, Veronica. We appreciate you being here today and sharing about Desert Financial.
Thank you.
All right, we are going to move on to Farmers Insurance. Trisha Shepard is here today. She is our Claims Contact Center trainer. So welcome, Trisha.
Ooh, thank you, Jessica. Hi, welcome everybody. Good morning or afternoon, wherever you are. Like Jessica said, my name is Trisha Shepard, and I'm a learning and delivery instructor, but as Jessica mentioned, you may be more familiar with the trainer. And I work at Farmers Insurance for the Claims Contact Center here in Phoenix, Arizona. I train customer service advocates who have the very important job of helping our customers with the insurance claims process. I'm very excited to be here today just to tell you about my own personal experience in customer service at Farmers, a little bit about the organization's culture and career growth opportunities. So my story actually begins over a decade ago when I was at a transitional point in my career. And as I was navigating an uncertain chapter of life, I thought hard about what I wanted in my next role and the kind of organization I wanted to work for. So during my reputable organization, one that would provide opportunities for Farmers Insurance, it just seemed to fit all of my criteria. And having just celebrated my 11th anniversary, I'm happy to say that, with Farmers this month, where during my tenure, I've advanced my professional development and been promoted to various leadership positions. So I can tell you I found absolutely what I was looking for. So the Farmers leadership team in Arizona and across the enterprise values helping employees succeed within the organization. And there's a concerted effort to invest in employee development, which I've experienced from the very beginning. And I just like to give you a little snippet of that, is that before my first anniversary at Farmers, as a customer service advocate, I was selected as a mentor for a new hire class. This gave me an opportunity to support new customer service hires, provide direction and guidance. I continue to be recognized for hard work, including being nominated to participate in a customer service leadership development program, where I was able to strengthen and hone my skill set. And since that time, I've grown in my career at Farmers, holding a supervisor position in the Claims Contact Center to most recently transitioning to a customer service trainer role within the last few months. So I appreciate the career growth and continuous learning opportunities I've experienced at Farmers, as well as the workplace culture. I found a people-centric environment at Farmers where they strive to celebrate wins, of course, support employees with various tools and resources, and leaders are accessible. One of Farmers' most significant initiatives to help support employees through employee resource groups, also known as ERGs. Farmers has 10 active ERGs, including in Arizona, which are employee-led and open to all employees. ERGs provide opportunities for development, ongoing inclusion, and volunteer initiatives, and most importantly, there's networking. Being a member of the Black Professionals Alliance ERG at Farmers myself has been a great way to get involved in many opportunities. And lastly, I'd just like to say that all this to share, if you're looking for an organization that offers career growth opportunities and an award-winning inclusive workplace culture, I encourage you to check out Farmers Careers page to learn more and chat with our recruiters in the breakout rooms where they can answer questions you may have. And I'll wrap it up by saying thank you again for your time. And I hope that you have an opportunity to speak with our recruiters and find out more about farmers. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Trisha. We appreciate you being here today. And we are going to move on to Freedom now. So we are, let's see. I don't have any slides. Okay, sorry. So Lindsay Ardale, welcome. I'm sorry, I'm having a little bit of a technical issue. Lindsay Ardale is the manager of talent acquisition and employment brand and recruitment marketing, long title, but they understand what it takes to get their jobs out in the community and share with people through their awards. And so Freedom has been in a great award-winning company. So help me please welcome Lindsay.
Hi, thank you so much for having me. I am so honored to be able to speak on Freedom's behalf. As Brandon said earlier, we haven't even hit our 20-year mark as being a company, yet we've been voted 10 times best place to work. So that is amazing, just thinking about that. We actually are in the business to help people achieve financial freedom. And that is such a rewarding place to be, getting to make a difference in everyone's life. We are a leader in that consumer debt solutions since 2002. Next slide. So a little bit about who we are. We have 2,200 employees helping individuals every day getting out of debt. We are located primarily in Tempe and in San Mateo, California. The key thing that I have heard from so many organizations today is very similar to us. It is our people that are the key drivers of who we are and what we do and our success. We strive to have a very nurturing, inclusive environment with a caring culture. We lead with our heart first, and we feel as though that when you lead with the heart and you make the best decisions for the client, the money will come. And so you can see that with our core values, our heart and our dollar sign is very instrumental with it. We need to make sure that we care for everyone, whether it's our coworkers or our clients. We get better every day with what we do, always acting with integrity and collaborating, not working in silos. This is how we behave every day with each other and with our customers, and we embrace it and evangelize these values every day. Next slide. We have recently launched several new employee resource groups. Very excited to be a part of these and seeing them grow with it. We have our Freedom Riders, Pride Heroes, and Unidos. And through this, we ensure that every ERG's area of focus is to create awareness and education, career and personal development, mentoring, as well as that community outreach. And that's what our ERG's focus in True North is about. And it's really invigorating to be a part of this and growing individuals, opening eyes and experience, as well as reaching out to our community. Next slide. A few of our perks that we have regarding PTO and holidays. So accrued vacation occurs typically about 3 weeks for your first year. It's what you on average would accrue. You get your birthday as a paid holiday, which is very nice, as well as 10 additional holidays. In addition, we do have volunteer time that we will pay you to go and volunteer. So that's really exciting that we're investing in you, and so you're not having to take a sacrifice in any way to volunteer in the community. In regards to insurance and benefits, we have new parent leave up to 12 weeks, medical and dental. We also have pet insurance for those that have the fur babies. And then, of course, employee mental health resources is one that we have, as well as long-term disability and life insurance. We do offer 401k matching, employee discount program, and a Freedom Family Fund. So if there's a hardship, we help you out because we're a family. Next slide. So we are definitely hiring, as Brandon mentioned, in so many variety of areas. But here and now, what I want to share with you all is we are hiring very heavily for our sales roles, as well as our customer service roles. You can see a few of our pictures here of some of the teams. We like to work hard, but we play hard too. I have included some LinkedIn profiles of leaders for each of our areas. So Nineveh, her LinkedIn profile is there. She would love for you all to reach out to her and connect. And then I have Marcel on the sales side, and he is eager, waiting to hear from you all as well. In addition, visit ffjobs.com to see more openings that we have. Next slide. And connect with us on social to see what else is going on. That is all I have for you all. I hope to hear from you all and see you all as part of our Freedom family. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Lindsay. All right, we are going to move back over to Liberty Mutual. John Walters is going to talk about their company and jobs that are open. So John, welcome back.
Thank you, ma'am. It's an honor to be back. As we're going to slow down a little bit from where we were a few minutes ago as we roll through the first couple of slides. We're going to talk about taking your career to that next level. So just pausing for a quick moment. We talked about the number of employees with, no, we're good on the next slide. I'm sorry. We talked about the number of countries we're in, what Liberty's doing. Just kind of a heads up, Liberty did recently do 2 purchases. I think it's always interesting to note, one here in the United States and one in Malaysia. So continuing to grow and get bigger and bigger as we go forward. On the next slide, you're going to see some of the things that we already talked about, but a couple pieces I'd love to highlight is, again, back to how does the company stack up to its peers? What's its current position? Currently, we're the 3rd largest in the United States, and again, continuing to grow. Very important because over the next several years, you'll see a lot of consolidations within the insurance industry, and you always want to be on the buying side, not on the getting purchase side. As we transition to the next, this is where I like to slow down. We talked about money, we talked about some cool stuff and things that I love. But the other piece is, what's the culture of Liberty? We're just going to pause for a moment. And there's a couple things. First up is we have serve, as you see in the top right-hand corner, and we have give, you can see the bottom left. Serve is literally a day that Liberty Mutual lets you go volunteer with an organization that you believe in, that you're passionate about. So it could be St. Mary's Food Bank to, one of my favorite is Feed My Starving Children. Ton of great organizations out there. But basically, instead of coming to work for the day, you go serve in your community, which is really, really cool. The other piece is give. Liberty Mutual is huge on the giving side of it, embracing, where we live, what we do. So for every dollar you donate to an organization, Liberty will match 50 cents. That's amazing. There's no cap. So whatever you're donating, Liberty's matching it up. And so if you're already giving to an organization, if you're giving them $1, wouldn't it be amazing if they got $1.50 instead? So again, that's Liberty Mutual giving back as part of who we are. On the next slide, you'll see about our ERGs. These are the employee resource groups. So you talk about Liberty, it's big. So am I going to fit in? Is there a home for me? These are our 6 main ERGs, and these are places where a veteran can find people like him or her and a chance for them to really connect, because like I choose veterans because I happen to be one myself, but that group really helps you understand the talk, the lingo. We have a WE, which is a women empowerment group. They're amazing. I'm a big ally. I do a lot of work with the WE. The reason being, I got 3 daughters, so I love it when we have an amazing opportunity for the ladies as far as it goes. But again, back to, is there a place to land in with 50,000 employees? Do I have a home? The answer is yeah. And that's where these employee resource groups really give you that place to land that says, wow, I found home. I've got that lunch table in high school I always wanted to sit at, and now I'm sitting at it. You got to love it. As we go to the next slide, it's always important to talk about who should apply. So earlier I talked about the sales world, but let's talk about the organization big picture. Who is Liberty Mutual? It always comes down to drive enthusiasm, right? If you're selling, or if you're servicing, or if you're working on a claim, that enthusiasm is amazing, right? You're helping people pick up from where they've had some misfortune. And we really want your misfortune to be an inconvenience, not a difficulty time, but just an inconvenience, because we've got your back. We're there. the next bullet I always like to highlight is communication skills. Amazing if people can understand you, huge, and really having great communication. The last piece, our teams, regardless of where you are, goal-oriented. Goals are very important. Your personal goals, do you want to continue to advance your careers? Are there things that we can do as far as helping you grow, develop, and be that much better? And there's also, professional goals, personal goals. Those are the things that we look at. One of my favorite interview questions is, so tell me about your goal setting. Hopefully there's not a long pause after that and you were able to rattle that right off. That's one of those things where we're looking for those kinds of individuals. As we transition to the last slide, it's what are you guys looking for? Let's talk Phoenix. Let's talk Tucson. Let's talk here because it's all about us. We've got outside sales. We've got sales associates. We have service inside sales. We have claims opportunities because we have a large center there in Chandler. But drop a note to myself. You've got my cell number on there. That's the secret number. And you also have my sales associate, or I'm sorry, my associate sales manager, Krista. You've got her number also. Drop us a note. Drop us a phone call, and we will definitely get the ball rolling for you. So thank you again for your time today. Look forward to seeing you in the breakout rooms.
John, you're the best. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, now we are excited to introduce you guys to a new company, new company to our event today, Northern Trust. Nidhi Patel, we'd like you to join us. Welcome. Hello?
Hello, can you see me?
Yes, we got you. Hello.
Okay. All right. Hey, thank you so much for having me. I'm Nidhi Patel. I'm one of the recruitment consultants on Northern's team that helps to support our corporate and institutional services group here for North America. So we'll go ahead and go to the next slide. All right, so yeah, we have been around since 1889, and actually before that even, we were one of the first banks that sat on site for the World's Exposition Fair. So we've been around for several years, but we have multiple groups across Northern Trust and corporate and institutional services. Like I said, they're worldwide institutional investors, so we have operations in Europe, so London, Ireland, and then also in India, the Philippines, and then also here in the U.S. in the North America market. We have an asset servicing group, asset management, personal financial services. So we are a huge operation and we are growing right now as an organization. So looking for asset specialists, audit specialists, financial consultants, investors, anybody within the financial realm we are looking for at this time. Yep, go for the next slide. And then there's so much growth available within our company right now. We've never seen this much growth with Northern Trust in, I couldn't even tell you how many years. So if you want to join Northern, this is a great time, especially for entry level new grads, anywhere from 0 to 2 years of experience. I'm ready to talk to you because we have so many positions available. If you're looking for roles in Tempe, we have roles in Tempe, but yep, we are really excited to speak with you in the breakout rooms and, get on with this. We also have an amazing culture. It's so inclusive, very collaborative culture. Our company speaks for itself. I mean, we've been around for over 130 years. So that tells you how strong our leadership is and how strong our culture is. And we really want to service our community. So we're really excited about what's happening with Northern right now. Next slide. All right. So yeah, our core and cultural values, service, integrity, expertise, diversity, community service. We are involved in every aspect of our community, and we've been driving a very high diversity and inclusion and equity type of a drive for our company right now. So we've actually been recognized as one of the top diversity employers globally, actually, for our company, and also for LGBTQ we have been as well, and we've been recognized also through LinkedIn. As of today, an article came out, and we are noted as one of the top 10 companies to work for in Chicago. Since we are headquartered in Chicago, they did look at us for Chicago. But yeah, we're excited to be a part of this greater community. But go ahead, next slide. All right, so one of the things we really strive on for a company are our business resource councils. We have 11 councils within our company. Over 7,000 people are a part of that, throughout our company globally. And we want to have a nice, safe space for people that want to be a part of these organizations and grow and diversify themselves within the organization. We hold a lot of hosted events. We also partner with several different organizations, globally. And we really pride ourselves on these different diversity initiatives that we have. This also helps for professional growth and career growth within our company, and also helps with, the retention levels, because people want to work for a diverse company, and that is who we are. So we're so excited to be here. Go ahead, next slide. All right, so our final slide. We're on LinkedIn, we're on Twitter, we have our Northern Trust Career site, we have Facebook. These are just a couple of our positions that we have available. I do have a few more that I was able to find out through our larger recruitment group, but I'm excited to talk about these roles in the breakouts and excited to meet you all. Thank you so much.
Awesome. So the positions, those are the two that you're recruiting for right now. And then I think you have a whole bunch more as well. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah. So these positions that I've listed right now are between probably 0 to 4 years of experience is what we're looking for. But I have a few extra positions from my teammates who sent those over today that are also looking in the 0 to 2 years of experience. So definitely a lot of opportunity.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you being here today.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you.
I'd like to call back to Shima White as the site lead for Robinhood to go a little bit more into their jobs. Hello.
Hey, thanks so much, Jessica. I'm going to try to get through the first part. I talked a lot about us as a company before, so I'll do that briefly for anybody that wasn't able to join. My name's Tashima White. I'm the site leader for our Tempe site and have been at Robinhood for almost a year. Our site actually turns 1 year old, although the company's been around 7 years. And today is a very big day for Robinhood. So I'm excited to be here with y'all and tell you more about what we have going on. If you flip to the next slide, frankly, our firm started as a way to create access for the next generation of financial services. And you'll see here, they talk about at that point in time in 2014, the average trade cost someone $10. And so when you're getting started in the industry, paying $10 for a trade was something that we really felt like we could change. And so our founders set out to do that. If you'll flip to the next slide. So our mission, you'll hear us talk about it a ton, very mission-based firm to democratize finance for all. It really is about increased access and ease for investors in this market and making sure that we create space for people to learn how to invest, but also making sure there's the right educational resources there is such a key part of this entire picture. If you'll flip to the next slide. And so you'll see here just a few different things on how we've grown over the past 7 years in our app and what we offer in products. And you see the 2021 is onward because, like I said, today's a big day, but there's so much more that we are gonna do on behalf of the customers that have chosen Robinhood. If you flip to the next slide, you'll see here also that 50% of our investors are first-time investors. This is a stat that I'm super proud of. It's 50% of those people, if Robinhood wasn't here, may not have entered the industry, and you see the median age of 31. What you don't see on the slide is also from a diversity perspective, where we're talking about women and other underrepresented communities, our customer base is diverse, which I really love. I worked for firms in the past where the employee base was diverse, but we're really looking for our employees to mirror the customers that we have. And that's something I'm super proud of. And if you flip to the next slide, I want to talk more about our culture, which I get super excited. You can feel my enthusiasm for customers is on 10 at all times. Well, employees are also well taken care of at Robinhood. If you flip to the next slide, I want to talk a little bit about our culture. And you see a culture of diversity, but also inclusivity is really important. And I've heard some other panelists here talk about the ERGs. This is a segment of the ERGs that we have today. Asianhood, we have Black Excellence, Latinhood. We've launched some new ones recently. One, Mind, Body, Heart, that really talks about taking care of yourself and making sure you're leveraging the Robinhood resources and the sense of community to be able to do that, which I think is fantastic. I want to highlight some benefits, and this isn't all of them, but there's a few here that I want you to know about. Our parental benefits for both moms and dads is something that is really competitive. A competitive salary. Remote working is something that we actually are going to have beyond the pandemic, because I think at some point this thing is going to end. And so we have adopted a hybrid approach where you can have some time in the office, some time working from home, which we're really excited about, and then really competitive medical, dental, vision, and health benefits as well. If you flip to the next slide, you've heard before, we are growing tremendously. I won't share the exact stats, but I'll say that the organization, since the point that I joined, just here in Tempe, has multiplied 2 or 3 times, and we're going to keep doing that. I have a number in my head of what I want to do to pack my site by the end of this year, and I would love for you to consider being part of the team. If you feel like this isn't the lane for you, I would also ask you to refer somebody that you think is really great. Tempe is where I am located, but we have Lake Mary, we have Menlo Park. We're actually standing up a Chicago site as well, Charlotte, North Carolina, and then we have our Westlake, Texas, and Denver locations also. So a lot going on at Robinhood. We would love for you to consider us as an employer. And if you'll hang around, you'll meet Kelsey Parker and you'll meet Caitlin Lang in the breakout room. If you can't hang around, then join us on our career site at careers.robinhood.com.
Fantastic. Tashima, great job today. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
All right, we are now bringing in Jeff Schuen. He is with USAA, an HR associate over the Phoenix Regional HR Operations. So Jeff, welcome.
Hello, thank you, Jessica, for the introduction, and thank you all for giving me the chance to tell you a little bit about USAA. And so here's just a picture of our great campus. I'm on campus today, but I'm going to tell you a little bit about some different benefits we have, about USAA as a company, about some of our open jobs, and just really tell you what makes us so special as an employer. So this is our mission statement, and every meeting here at USAA, we start with our mission, and really it's to facilitate the financial security of our membership, which is the United States military and their families. And so we follow what we call our USAA standard, keeping our membership and mission first. We have our core values: service, loyalty, honesty, integrity. And if you guys can kind of see behind me, this is a picture from our Phoenix campus lobby, and it's right on our lobby in big print there. And so a lot of other parts of our standards, but definitely embracing diversity and being purposely inclusive is also something that is completely embedded into our culture. So next slide, please. So what makes USAA so great? What is the source of our strength? And so I would say it's our amazing employees, it's the membership that we have, and our net worth and financial strength. So we have over 36,000 employees throughout the world, multiple campuses in the United States, included here in Phoenix. I'll tell you a little bit about that in a minute. We have over 13 million members, and our net worth is 40 billion plus as of this year. So, strong financial strength, and really I think is an important thing to have financial strength for our membership and also our employees. So next slide. So this is just a picture of our campus, and I'll tell you a little bit more in a minute just about the type of roles, and some are hybrid, some are remote, some are on campus, but we are located Happy Valley and the I-17. We have over 4,600 employees in Phoenix alone. And so some of the jobs: customer service, insurance, banking, IT software developers, risk compliance. And these are some pictures of our campus. And I know if you were here for the earlier panel, you heard Lee mention, hey, I'm on campus and I can go into our fitness center. Well, here's a great picture of that. We have an amazing fitness center and other amenities on campus. And in 2020, we were recognized by Forbes as Best In-State Employer in Arizona. So we're very proud of that award as well. So let's go to the next slide. So here's just a listing of some of our benefits, and this is not all inclusive. We have other benefits, and you can see some of those on our USAA job site, but here's just some what we call the highlights. So obviously medical, dental, vision. We have an amazing employee assistance program. You can use up to $10,000 for any type of degree that you want, and that's available day one. So we basically give you a corporate credit card and you can use it. And it's not something you have to pay back or have to have worked here for so much time. So great benefit. Parental benefit, 12 weeks for mother and father. And then one thing I do want to highlight, our 401k match. So we match up to 4%, but it's a 2-for-1 match. So every dollar that you put in, we're going to give you back too. So that is a great benefit for 401k to secure your retirement and having financial strength, which is something we truly believe in. And then obviously all the on-site amenities, you know, free on-site fitness center, recreational areas, on-site health clinic, on-site cafeteria, Starbucks, you name it. We have a great campus, a very beautiful campus. So let's go to the next slide. So here's just some of the type of roles. So basically USAA, we have a PNC property and casualty company, but we also have a federal savings bank. So those are kind of the two main divisions of our company. So there are jobs in claims, underwriting, insurance, new member acquisition, and also in the bank, deposits, credit card, consumer lending, real estate. So wide variety of those. And then also IT, staff roles, software engineers, pretty much any job that supports our company is going to be available on our USA.job site. And so let's go to the next slide. Here are just some that we're looking at now. And these are some of the more focused customer service roles. There are more jobs. And if you come to our breakout session, we can tell you all about those. But one thing I'll point out with these are all available for remote and anywhere in the state of Arizona. And there's also some part-time options available. So these are just some examples. And if we go to the very last slide. So you can find all of our positions on USAAjobs.com, and I'll drop that in the chat. I'll also drop my LinkedIn information. You can go to this site, look at different career areas. There's information on veteran jobs, information on our culture, internships, diversity and inclusion. And just one quick tip I'll give you, as I know my time is coming to an end here, but you can set up job alerts. So if you're interested in specific type of roles, say project management or customer service, set it up to alert you when they're posted, and you can apply at that time when they become available. So that's all I have for now. We will have more information in our breakout session. Myself, Lee will be joining me. Also another one of our recruiters, Savannah, will be here. So please stop by our breakout room, and we'll tell you more about USAA, and thanks for the opportunity. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Jeff. Thanks for being here today. All right, now we are going to bring it to a close with our companies with Voya Financial. Christina DiMartino is here. She is the Director of Talent Acquisition. Welcome, Christina.
Thank you so much for having me back and representing Voya. I really appreciate it. I would like to apologize ahead of time for everybody on the phone. They are doing a little bit of construction right underneath my feet. So if you hear the banging, that's what's happening. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about Voya and some of the opportunities that we currently have in the Arizona market. Next slide, please. You can go to the next slide. So Voya Financial, if you are not familiar with our organization, we are a financial services company with 3 major business segments. That is in support of retirement services, employee benefits, and investment management. We have about 6,000 employees nationwide. You can see our statistics here. We've got about 729 billion assets under management in total. If you could go to the next slide, please. This shows a little bit of a breakout of our different business lines. The one that I would really like to talk to you today about is supporting of our health and our wealth divisions. If you hear that term, and if you were familiar with Voya and you've heard of retirement services or employee benefits is your voluntary insurances, which has now been renamed to confuse everybody, the health solutions. And the retirement business is now referred to as our wealth solutions. Our retirement business is our biggest business segment. We have a state-of-the-art facility that is in Chandler on Price Road, South Price Road. Unfortunately, the inaugural opening of that was supposed to be last April. As you know, COVID hit and no one has ever stepped foot in that building. So it's still brand spanking new. Next slide, please. So here's a couple of things if you are considering joining our call center. Here's a couple of things that you can count on. You're going to go through anywhere between 6 to 10 weeks of paid training. You're going to learn all about Voya's businesses so that you will be successful in taking incoming calls from Voya's customers. On ongoing development, if this is a career change for you, or if you are, just looking to expand your knowledge in retirement services, the call center for Voya in the retirement to support the retirement business is a great place to start, because you get so much information about the in-depth knowledge of our products that, after 18 months of being in the call center, you are welcome to apply internally to any other opportunity. And quite frankly, being in the call center and learning those products, you will have more in-depth knowledge than many people that are within the organization. It's a great place to kickstart a career. Next slide, please. So I'd like to talk a little bit about Voya's awards, recognitions, and our accolades that you can see on our website at voya.com/careers. So I can speak to this and attest to this. Yes, you can see all of these different badges that we receive, from all of these different organizations, including the Great Place to Work. I've been with Voya now coming up on 7 years. And we are actually a great place to work. We have an unbelievable culture that we do get awarded year over year for. And that is, related to our CEO, who is just a genuine, authentic, nice human being. He surrounds himself with a senior leadership team with very similar characteristics. And it just makes our environment very welcoming, collaborative, and sort of an entrepreneurial type of feel. I think Voya does a fantastic job with our benefits. As you can see some of them here, we do an awesome job in offering as much opportunity for people who are looking to launch and grow their career. So in the call center, we do offer competitive pay. You do receive overtime. We have a STAR program, which gives monthly incentives based on your performance. We have medical, dental, and vision, a 6% match on your 401k. All of our benefits are available to you on the first day that you start. There is no waiting period. Voya also offers a pension plan. And as you probably are aware, most companies have completely done away with pension plans, and Voya offers that to every one of our employees. Can't exactly say that we are America's retirement company if we're not helping our employees to retire. So again, the training, we went through a little bit of that. Our shifts are Monday through Friday only, from 7 to 7 p.m., depending on daylight savings time, which I know Arizona you don't recognize. So there are no weekends. You can go to the next slide, please. So if you're interested in learning more about a day in a life, you can go out to our YouTube page and you can look at this video, just a short video to show you a little bit about what happens in our call center. Next slide, please. If you are interested in applying, we are hiring. We are hiring every month, on average, about 18 people per month to support our growing business. So if you are interested, please go ahead to voyacareers.com. I will throw the exact link into the chat. I apologize for what's going on under my feet right now. It's like shaking me up. But that is the job number in our Chandler office. And with that, I'm going on mute.
Thank you, Christina. That is great. We appreciate you guys being here. Okay, we wanted to mention one more company, Upgrade. They couldn't be here today, but they wanted to mention their jobs. This is one of the top companies to work for in Arizona, one of the most diverse companies to work for. They are an award-winning company, and they have a facility, an office in downtown Phoenix. That's where their service center is. And so they're a fintech neo-banking platform, and they do responsible credit through credit monitoring and educational tools. So if that's a company you may be interested in, they have customer service representatives that they are hiring for right now. And Denise or someone from the Best Companies team will drop that URL in the chat, and you can take a look at their job opportunities as well. All right, so we are going to close it out with a couple more resources for you guys, and then we will move into our breakout rooms. Just as a reminder, BestCompaniesAZ is a partner on this program today. They have a page specific to employers They have a weekly e-news, and I encourage you to subscribe to that. We'll drop that in the chat as well, but subscribe to that email, because they send out emails regularly with award-winning companies that are hiring. And then they also have a regular blog that features companies, their culture, you know, what's working well, individual stories of career growth and pathways. And so there's a couple additional resources for you. And we wanted to announce 2 of the winners of top companies to work for in Arizona in 2021. So Farmers Insurance, who is on the line, woo, and Upgrade, both award winners this year for the top companies to work for in Arizona. So again, if you'd like to see these announcements, these award winners, subscribe to that e-news that goes out every week. All right, now we would like to also continue to support you in this career transition that you are going through. So if you or anyone you know is interested in possibly a new career, then we are focused on building a better community, one organization and one career at a time. We're all about connecting at Career Connectors. And so you can go to our website and you'll see our virtual career events. You can register for them there. You can also see all of the previous events we have done since April of 2020. And then we have a weekly email and newsletter that you will start to receive from us if you are registered for this event today. And then we also have video updates. So we do updates on things like unemployment or on industries that are growing in Arizona. And so those are all available on our website. Now, for some upcoming events, one of our hot topics is salary negotiation. And so what we do regularly is we have 2 events a month that bring in content heavy speaker. And so this one will be Paul Mitchell. He's going to talk about salary negotiation. He has helped negotiate salaries for thousands of candidates. So he is an expert in this area. And we're going to bring on 4 hiring companies that day: Dices, Teros Health, Nikola Motors, and WealthWave. And then on that's on August 12th. And then on August 26th, we're going to be focusing on networking. We have Rogers and Amcor so far as companies that day. And then September is resume month. It's update your resume month. So every September we bring in a panel, an excellent panel of professional certified resume writers that know how to get your resume through the applicant tracking system in front of somebody that's hiring. So we will have that Resume Mythbusters panel on September 9th, and we will also have 3 or 4 companies that'll be featured in hiring. So you can register on any of that stuff on our website, careerconnectors.org. I also want to thank all of the amazing volunteers and coaches that are here today. Can we do the virtual applause? Thank you guys. Thank you for being here and making this program happen. Career Connectors is a nonprofit organization, and so we always are looking for volunteers that have a passion to help people. And so let us know if you're ever interested in that. And I am going to sign off now and toss it over to Sheila, but I just want to let you all know that we are praying for you all, that you land into the career of your dreams. Thank you for being here today.
Awesome. Thank you, Jessica. So this, some of you have asked about the breakout rooms, and they're not open yet. We're going to open them in just a second. I'm just working on stopping the